should wait. We can wait. I'll wait as long as you would like. I'll stay with you all through the night. You show me wrong and show me right as rain.
Hello and welcome everyone to today's video. So in my recent Thrift with me video, I promised you that I was going to do a haul where I talk a little more about the pieces that I got and also style them for you, and today we're here. This is that video. So I'm very excited to share with you what I got. If you haven't seen the Thrift with me video yet, I'm gonna link that right here for you if you want to check that out. But let's get started with all the beautiful pieces that I got. Let's start off with this jumpsuit that I found because I feel like I couldn't really do it justice in store because the lighting in the dressing room was so horrible. But I got this tweed like a little play suit jumpsuit thing. Has two little pockets in the front, but these are fake. However, I love the color and the cut of this. It currently weirdly fits me, so I'm interested in seeing how it'll fit me after I give birth. However, I will then just tailor it, I guess. But materials like these were really popular, and so was that play suit style. So you definitely see this a lot in 60s pieces. Carnaby fashion, people would wear blouses with it, but also turtlenecks. What I really like to do and how I think I'm gonna style this most days is probably by going with a pair of colored tights and then a turtleneck matching the color of the tights to just kind of play around with it. But I love this jumpsuit. I saw it, immediately knew I had to get it. I think it was $5 or $7, something around that, but I just truly love it. And I feel like sometimes I want to go for a mini skirt look, but not necessarily wear the mini skirt. So I feel like this is a very practical option. And a lot of people also wore these with a matching vest on top. You might have seen that, like matching vests and shorts were a thing, matching vests and skirts were a thing. And I feel like this kind of has the same look. So I'm really happy that I got it. It doesn't have any tags or anything, but judging from the way that it is sewn, this is most likely not from the 60s, but I just felt like it had a really authentic style. Next up, let's move on with the piece that I'm currently wearing before I will forget about it. I have this dreamy little cape thing. I feel like a lot of people get confused with these, but I actually just love to wear them like this. I feel like it adds a nice little pop of color to any look. So under that recent Thrift video, someone commented that they think that this is to do your hair. So she basically said that her grandma used to own something like this and she used it to protect her clothes from hairspray. And I feel like that is probably what these are like, because I always figured they were not like a salon attire, but some sort of hairdressing accessory. However, I just love how it looks like this. I feel like it always adds a pop of color to any outfit, and I love to wear this with dresses, with turtlenecks like this. I honestly just think that with a little cape like this, you can do so many looks, so I'm really glad that I found this. So with this next piece, I knew I had to get it the moment that I saw it. It's this beautiful red wrap style dress, but it has a zipper on the side. This is definitely either from the late 60s or the early 70s, and the fabric kind of has this floral pattern. So I feel like this is not the most popular cut of 1960s dresses, because a lot of people assume that in the 60s it was all about the A-line dress. However, dresses like this one were actually pretty popular, especially in the late 60s and all throughout the 70s. And what I love about this dress are the beautiful balloon sleeves. I love how gorgeous this dress is, and I cannot wait to style this probably with some pink tights or something. I love the combination of a soft pink rosé kind of color and a bright red. I feel like that's a really beautiful color combination that was done in the 1960s a lot, or just wearing this with some dark blue pieces. This was $5.90, so a great deal. And I honestly love this. This is definitely a vintage piece. I made a video all about cleaning and taking care of vintage pieces. I'm gonna link that here for you as well. But if you're ever interested in a video on how to identify true vintage pieces, please let me know. But one of the biggest tips that I have is to take a closer look at this zipper, and this one is like an old metal zipper. You can definitely tell that this is an old piece compared to this zipper, where it's just definitely a more modern form of zipper. So I feel like the zipper always kind of gives it away, so I'm very glad that I picked this red dress up. I feel like I only showed this in the video quickly, but I also got this, which I believe is a placemat, but I'm gonna use it as wall art. I love the woven texture and the pattern. I feel like this is gonna look so cool hung on a wall. I'm either gonna frame it or just put it straight up on the wall, and I'm probably either gonna do that in the bedroom or the living room. I'll see about that. But I really like how this was looking, and I feel like this was only like 50 cents or something. I got a really good deal on this. And if you've ever looked into mid-century art, you might know that most of the mid-century art pieces go for hundreds if not thousands of euros and dollars online. And so I feel like if you ever find a cool placemat or a nice fabric for an affordable price at a thrift store, always get it, because you can do so much with it. You could always just frame it or put it on a wooden plate and hang it, and it'll look like a mid-century art piece. So I actually have a funny story about this next dress that I picked up, and I've actually had this pinned on my Pinterest board for years now. This is a Swedish dress by a company called Deha. I hope I say that right. Deha of Sweden, something like that. And it's just a black long dress that has this beautiful detailing in the front. I believe this is from either the late 60s or the early 70s, but I remember seeing this on Pinterest and falling in love with it. However, it was sold online for 250 bucks or something around that. It was just a lot of money, and I'm not looking to spend that kind of money. If you ever want a video about how I find affordable vintage pieces, let me know in the comments. But basically, I was so mind blown when I found this. I feel like it's such a cool dress because it's so simple yet so stunningly beautiful. And it also kind of goes all the way around with these golden details, so I honestly cannot wait to wear this. I feel like this is just the perfect dress for a fancy night out. I also fell in love with this dress pretty immediately, especially because of the print. I love the beautiful little print. Not only do I love the pink and the white on the black, I also love how this is sewn. So this was a popular look in the 70s, basically where you would take fabric and then align it in a V shape so that it will make this look. I honestly feel like this is such a beautiful and timeless look. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I prefer 60s looks to a lot of 70s looks, but still there are a lot of 70s outfits and trends that I really admire, and these dresses are part of it. So I'm so glad that I picked this up, and usually I rather go for mini dresses, but I honestly feel like sometimes you want to wear something that's a little longer, you want to be a little more elegant, and I feel like this dress is just perfect for that. Speaking of mini dresses, I found this dress that currently isn't a mini dress, but I'm gonna transform it into one. So for $6.90, I got this dark purple dress. I love the color. I think this is such a gorgeous color, and this sort of fabric, the structured kind, was really popular in the 60s. So were these kind of seams where it goes down and then you have a seam across the chest. That was actually really popular. I feel like this would be perfect for a classic Mary Quant inspired look. However, currently the length on me is a little weird. I feel like for the try on portion even, I might kind of like tuck it under and show you what I'm going for, because I haven't gotten around shortening this yet, and I don't think I will as long as I'm pregnant, because I feel like I want to try it on without the bump to kind of see where it sits before then taking it in. But I honestly just love it. I feel like this is such a cool piece, and what I like about this color is I feel like it would go great with something lighter like this. You could also wear some colors with it. It's kind of like a color where it is neutral enough to play around with a lot of different colors with this, but it's also not boring. It's not black or white, so you could also just go with purple. So it's just a beautiful piece, and I also feel like this would be great for a monochromatic look, so maybe I'll do one of these with this. Let's do some jewelry before I will continue with the clothes. I found this ring. I'm gonna put up a close-up shot because I'm not sure if the focus will pick up on it, but it is so beautiful. It's basically this flower kind, and it's a porcelain bead. And I just love these flowers. They were popular in the 60s and 70s, especially in Eastern Europe. So I feel like this is a really cute look. I like big rings and I love this painted look. I actually got really lucky with jewelry. I also found this in my little bracelet that just has the dreamiest little floral pattern. I found this one, which I have a purse that is pretty much the exact same fabric look, and I love that it is metal inside and then covered with fabric, because I feel like this is going to be a very durable piece. And then I also found this little metal bracelet. I just love big metal bracelets, and I feel like this one's perfect for all sorts of Anita Pallenberg eclectic inspired looks. You could style some bohemian looks with this, or just some hippie looks. I just love the kind of self-made look that this one has. And then I also got lucky in the necklace section. So all of these do have prices, but they kind of had this sale going on. So this says $3.90, but with the sale it was only €1 per necklace, so that was really cool. I got this one, which I really like. I feel like not with what I'm wearing right now, obviously, but other than that, I can see this for like a lot of rock star groupie kind of ways. I love the little golden detailing on the sides and then just all the black beads. These stackable kind of chokers were really popular. I found the perfect little hippie necklace. You can probably already hear it. This one actually has the cutest little bells attached to it, which I think is really cool. Let's see if I can detangle it. Yes, here we go. It's just such a beautiful piece, and I love how it makes these sounds when you move. I honestly just love these blue stones and the silver, and I feel like I have a lot of rings and jewelry that'll go really great with this, so I cannot wait to wear this all throughout the summer. I feel like this with like a summery hippie dress is just the perfect 1960s look. Continuing with two long necklaces that I got, both of them with wooden beads. One is this one that I really like. I love the shape, and I also love to wear these sort of necklaces as belts. Not in like a practical way, but just as a stylish accessory, so I picked this one up. Wooden beads and all sorts of natural materials were really popular throughout the 60s and the 70s, not only with hippie fashion, but especially with hippie fashion, of course. Then I also found this one, which I don't know how I'm gonna style this yet. It's just such a big statement necklace. However, I feel like this would be a cool belt too, kind of like having it hanging like this, or just as a necklace. I honestly feel like there are so many different things that you can style with this necklace, and I just love the painted wooden beads. Plus, they have like the cutest little flower detailing in the metal parts, so that's just really cute. I picked up one more random accessory piece before I will then continue to clothes, and that is this gorgeous hat. I feel like you can do so much with these, going for a beatnik look, a motte look, all of that. I just honestly feel like this is such a cool hat. This was in a dress up bin. Always check the dress up bins at your local thrift store, and you can definitely tell that this is an old piece by the way that it is made. The fabric is a little thin, so I'm thinking about maybe putting a fabric inside to make sure that I can preserve it, because I honestly feel like this is such a cute little hat. I love the colors and everything, and I was actually looking out for a hat like this for such a long time. I love to wear berets and different hats basically, and I'm really glad that I picked this up. Moving on with a piece I cannot try on for you today because it will simply not fit over my bump. However, this is my regular size, so I'm just gonna wear this probably in fall because it's just too thick to be worn during the summer. This is a woolen skirt. Same thing, I had this pinned for an eternity. These kind of woolen skirts with the little leather clasp were really popular in the 70s, and they're all by a brand called Moffat Weavers. They're from Scotland, and these are all pure wool skirts. They honestly have the cutest little label saying tweeds and tartans. It's just such a beautiful skirt, and they actually started making these in the 60s and continued all throughout the 70s. You can find a lot of these skirts online on Vinted or eBay, but they're always really expensive because it's real wool. So I got really lucky because I believe this was only $4 or something. Also, I am so happy about the condition that this is in, because these little leather straps are still very much bendable and have no signs of breakage or anything, so these are still in great condition. I'm really glad that I picked this up, and I cannot wait to style this for you during fall. I'm so glad that I got lucky with these leather pieces because I bought something else with leather straps, which basically is a stroller from the 60s. I'm going to show you that in another video probably because I still have to clean it. But it's this dark red corduroy stroller with like the most beautiful floral inlay. But the straps on it are just very, very stiff and I feel like they will break soon, so I will need to get new ones. Luckily, these are pieces that you can replace really easily, but after discovering that, I was really glad that these leather straps were still intact. I feel like I left you hanging for a minute when talking about this dress because at the thrift store, I was so unsure whether I wanted to have it or not. I was just a little unsure about the shape and everything and if I would like to wear it. By the way that this looks, I'm gonna say it's from the late 60s. It's like a hippie-esque kind of dress. I love the colors, the floral. This was one of these pieces where I looked at it and I was like, this is so pretty, but will I actually wear it? So I went on Instagram and a lot of people had opinions. Most of them, I feel like 80%, really loved it. And I did too. And I am so eternally happy that I picked this up because I honestly love this. I cannot wait to wear it. It's such a cool piece. I feel like I was insecure because this is a little outside of the box from what I usually wear, but I went on Pinterest the other day and just had a look around and saw how people styled these dresses in the 60s, and that actually made me really excited that I got this because it's just so perfect and you can wear it in so many ways. It's such a beautiful piece. Also, I feel like in the video I said it, that this was marked at 14 euros, which I considered a lot for the type of thrift store that I was in. However, they had this 50% sale going on, so I believe this was only 6.50 or something, so I got a great deal. But I just love the kind of quilted detail right here, the way that the buttons close, and then it also has some cute little tie detailing so that you can cinch it in at the waist a little, which I feel like I'm probably gonna do. But honestly, I'm so glad that I picked this up because this is made from cotton, so I feel like during summer when it's really hot and I don't want to wear that much polyester, this is just going to be the perfect dress to throw on and get going. Moving on with the dreamiest little crochet jacket that I got. It's such a charm. It's a silver crocheted jacket that even has like flared out arms. This was $5, so a great deal. I love this jacket. All the different textures and everything. It is so beautiful. It's not hand crocheted. That is the kind of like crocheted. I don't even think this is considered crocheted actually. It's machine made, but I feel like in the 60s a lot of people also had this on curtains or as little decorative blankets, but I really love it and I think it's a cute look. I feel like this is perfect for a lot of groupie Miss Pamela inspired looks. Also kind of like something that's retro futurism inspired or even space age styled because of the way that it is so sparkly. I feel like this would have also been perfect for New Year's. I feel like this is a piece where you look at it and on its own it's stunning, but it's not that special, but you can just style it in so many different ways and make it really special. Speaking of pieces that aren't that show-stopping but are great to layer and pair with, I also picked up this silk top. I feel like this will be absolutely perfect to be worn over dresses as a piece to kind of tone things down. So it just has the silky shimmery look. It's a little bit cropped, has long sleeves. It's a little oversized on me. And then in the back, this is the back side, it has this big keyhole, which I think I'm just gonna wear it this way around. I feel like it's also gonna look really cool like this, but I'm really glad that I picked it up. I feel like I've addressed this before, but sometimes with 60s pieces, I tend to get a lot of very colorful, out there things, and then I don't really have a lot to style it with. So I feel like this top will be great for that. Moving on with another blouse that I found. This too has the classic metal zipper, so it's a vintage piece. And what I love about this blouse is the color and all of the really cool buttons. They don't close anything. But plastic buttons like these were really popular. Basically, these are like little round pearls and they just go all the way down. I feel like this is so perfect for all sorts of 1960s looks and I just love it. It also has a little bit of a balloon sleeve and then some little buttons down here, which I really like. And I also feel like the color, this like dusty orange brown, was really popular in the 60s. I have 3 more things to go, so let's start with this gorgeous colorful skirt. I fell in love with the color pretty much right away. It's a ripped material. I honestly feel like this looks like something Mary Quant would have sold. However, instead of being like a very stiff fabric like a lot of pieces were back then, this has some stretch to it. It's like a stretchier sort of fabric, and I really like it because it fits me now. It'll fit me after giving birth, but basically I feel like with mini skirts and these like A-line skirts, you can never really have enough. And I don't really have a lot of really colorful ones, so I'm really glad that I picked this one up. I fell in love with this the moment that I saw it, basically. This is the cutest little knitted white pullover. I love the sleeves and the way that it looks. I feel like this is so perfect for all sorts of hippie looks, Jane Birkin inspired looks. It also has these sort of balloon style sleeves, and it is so soft. This material is so soft and nice and dreamy, and I could see myself wearing this with some denim shorts for summer, some flared jeans, or leather mini skirts. I feel like all of that would be really cute. And last but not least, this might seem very random, but I picked up this towel. I mainly did so because I really love the pattern, but other than that, I feel like towels are really helpful. I moved in fall and I just kind of realized that I don't really have a lot of big towels, and this is just a giant one. And since I love to spend my days by the lake or just near water, and my boyfriend's parents, who we live really close to now, have like a nature style pool lake situation in their backyard where we basically spent all of last summer, so I feel like we will do that this year too. I just got this, and it was also really inexpensive, so I felt like this was a really cool piece. So these are all the things that I got thrifting, but I actually got one package sent to that I really wanted to share with you, so give me a second. This is by a brand called Polyester Peony. They're a New Zealand-based small business, and their owner Mel actually sent me a little note with it saying that she watches my YouTube videos. So hi Mel, thank you so much for these amazing pieces. Basically what she does, she makes the most dreamy jewelry. I already unpacked it because I was so excited, from a mixture of clay and vintage fabrics, and I loved this fabric, and so she put a little set together for me. The back side is also really cute with like the little flowers here. But basically she gave me this gorgeous little necklace with some matching little earrings and the cutest little matching ring, and all of these have that little imprint in the back. I honestly love the idea. I think it is so creative. It all came in this really cute little pink box, but I love the idea. I think it's such a creative small brand, and if you want to support them, check them out. I will have everything linked down below for you. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below telling me which of these pieces was your favorite, and also if you have had any really good luck, any pieces that you love and you found thrifting recently. I would love to read about that. You can also always show me anything that you thrift by tagging me on Instagram. I'm at Emma Rosa Katharina there too, and I would love to see all of your amazing thrift finds. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go out, enjoy the sunshine, spin a record that you love, light a candle, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye everybody.